are you doing? Are your little puddles? Because we is melting here. We is proper melting. We've got aircon on and I can't even feel it at this side of the room. It's horrendous. Bless you all. How are you keeping cool? That's what we've just been saying. What are your... Now then, we give you hints, tips and techniques, don't we? We need from you all of your hints, tips and techniques of how to stay cool in weather like this. Just now, go, because we need them like straight away. Okay, so as much any hints, tips and techniques. Is it sitting with your feet in some water? What could it possibly be? Running your wrists under some cool water? Let us have them all because we really need your help. So thank you for joining us tonight. It's the last hour. I bet you're all thinking, thank goodness. Lovely show. Now we're going to be working with something that I've heard about it. I've not actually seen this work, so I'm excited about this. I've just had a biscuit, sorry, and a coffee, sorry again. So how do you shop and watch? So you can watch us on lots of different platforms. You can watch us on Instagram, Facebook, on YouTube, and also you can watch us on our website on highlightcrafts.com, which is amazing, okay? And that is what we refer to our social media shopping. So welcome. If you are new and you've just like gone, hold on a minute, what's this all about? Say hello in the comments and say, I've just found you. Who are you? And everybody will welcome you on board because we really are a lovely community for you to join. Then when you're shopping with us, again, really, really easy. If you're shopping with us on your Facebook or your Instagram, super easy. All you've got to do in the comments below, as if you're chatting to one another, because I know you're all having a chit chat now. All you've got to do is type the word shop. And then as you can see on the screen, the first word today is dragonfly. So just type in shop dragonfly in the comments. When you actually send that as a message, you'll get a message back from us, and in there, slide into the DMs, as our Mel says. Apparently that's a thing. You know, when I were growing up, my brothers put DMs on and it were Doc Martens. I'm not really sure that you're going to be sliding into your Doc Martens, but there we go. You could be. Then in there's a link. Click the link, takes you to the website, to your basket, you log in, you check out. Super, super simple. However, when you're on the website, it's a little bit easier because you can shop ahead, first of all. There's a little banner. Click that, shop today's deals, and they all drop down all together. You can merrily click away everything that you want to add to your shopping basket. And when you've finished again, you log in and you check out. But this time it's a little shopping basket when you're on the website. Then if you are actually physically shopping on the website with us live, they're all down the side of the screen, okay? Brilliant way to shop because you can see everything all in one go down the screen. When you've chosen an item, you think, oh, hold on, I'm going to have a bit of that. Click the item and then add it to basket. When you start building your basket, again, you've got your little red shopping basket and your number goes up. When you get to the end of the show and you're happy with your purchases and you want our lovely little packing ninjas to get all your goodies out to you, click the shopping basket again, log in and check out. That's how easy it is. Have we got any hints, tips and techniques?
Yes, we've got loads.
Oh, thank goodness.
We have. So let's start at the bottom. Wendy Corbett, rubbing it in, kid.
Hi, Wendy.
Wendy Corbett says, good evening, just finished work, sat in the beer garden with a cold beer.
Sam says, our lovely Sam's producing tonight. We've got Ethan on camera and obviously you've got myself and Mel. Sam says, you're her type of girl.
Lorraine Bradbury says, keep the windows and blinds shut. It stops air coming into the room.
Yep,
that's a good one.
Yep.
Sarah Jane Kennedy says, put socks in a bag in the freezer before bed. You then take them out and put them on, love.
Oh, I was just going to say.
I saw this like, how's that going to help me keep cool? Amanda, there were days when I just, Ethan. Ethan has no words. Right, let's have a look. Stick your feet in a bowl of iced water, bliss, or go and borrow your neighbour's paddling pool, says Sue. Absolutely. Aileen says, hi all, laid on the sofa with fan on, too hot to move. You're quite right, Aileen. Yes. Stay with us. We'll have, sat in the lounge with Arctic air cooler on. Oh, look at you with your Arctic air cooler.
I've been considering getting something like that because my poor dogs are really suffering at the minute, bless them. But there you go.
Get a paddling pool. Just fill it up before you go out in the morning.
They won't go in it.
Why not?
Because they don't like it.
Oh. Hose pipe?
Don't like that either. They
right, come on, let's crack on.
So we're going to bring you something that's really cool. Oh.
Wendy says, to be fair, Mel, I have worked 8 hours in a hot kitchen and aircon is not working. I'm only teasing you, Wendy. I know, but I'd like to be sat in a beer garden with a cold beer, I'm not going to lie.
Yeah, save us a seat.
Save us a seat,
we'll
yeah,
be there in
absolutely.
Half an hour.
You enjoy your cold beer, Wendy.
Yes, absolutely. So, this is heat transfer, isn't it?
Heat transfer paper.
But it's paper, yeah, so it's not vinyl. So the one that I'm used to is the heat transfer vinyl, which you use with your scan and cut. And you cut it all out, you lay it on, and you heat transfer it that way, which is a vinyl. This is something totally new to me.
Right, so super, super easy. And I have to say the instructions in here are brilliant, right? Because I'd never used this before. Literally took this into the studio, printed something out, did it. Super easy. So you have 2 different ones. The one that has the number 2 on the back is for your light papers.
Right.
Or your light fabrics, should I say.
Okay.
And then the one with the 3 on is for your dark fabrics. Now, when you think about something like sublimation, you can't use dark images on sublimation.
Right, yeah.
Because it bonds to the black.
Yeah.
With this, you can. So it's super, super easy. Inkjet printable. And you literally just put it through your inkjet printer, cut it out in a shape if you want it to. So I go into my craft studio, blend the edges back, so do all that lovely stuff that we do, and then print it off on your inkjet printer, and then I'm going to show you how to iron it on. I mean, it really couldn't be easier. It's super, super, super simple. You can use it with a laser, but they say definitely not a commercial laser, so don't be taking it into work, because it overheats, gets too hot. Oh. And secondly, it says if you're going to use it on a laser printer at home, do one, leave it for about 20 minutes, then do another one because it gets really hot. So these are the ones that you're going to get. It's brilliant, honestly, absolutely, and it's super easy. It literally is, print it, peel the back off, press it. It couldn't be any easier.
And it can go on T-shirts and all sorts.
It can go on T-shirts, it can go on all sorts. It doesn't have, so it's different to sublimation, as in it can go on any fabric that will take heat. Oh. It doesn't. It's not like sublimation where you have to buy prepared for a print. So if you've been sitting there going, well, I want to work on cotton T-shirts, this is your product.
So like I've just said about the HTV, the vinyl, if you printed this in a plain colour and just did a full block colour, you could scan and cut it and still do words and things like that as a... Oh, there you... fell in love with it already. I'm excited about seeing what this does. So, Shop Dark is $14.99 for your transfer paper, and you get in 5 sheets in there. And Shop Light, I'm going to suggest, is the other one. Again, $14.99, and it's 5 sheets. Now, because it's A4, because you've got all the lovely Minecraft Studio stuff that we've been bringing you recently, and we really have brought you some incredible imagery, haven't we? You can fill all of these, couldn't you?
Absolutely.
Absolutely, with your images, you know, with your flowers, and like Mel says, with the flower of the month and things like that. That's for your Sospeso, but this as well. I think this, can we demo this as soon as possible?
I'll do it now.
Yes.
Well, let me get my heat press up. You carry on doing the counter.
So we'll do the counter while you just get it warm again. So other than these two, we've got Shop Light, Shop Dark. Okay, now we're going to move on to the lovely Flutterby butterflies. Now, I think these are a must as well in your stash. If you are somebody that likes doing journaling, memory books, scrapbooking, anything like that, these are a must. But also, just for your cards, because these are a really lovely addition just to add. You know when you think, oh, I've got a bit of something missing? Absolutely not. You can just do that little tuck in. Now, they are stickers. However, if you didn't want to take the backing off, you could actually just crease these and use them as little plastic ephemera, can't you, Mel? You don't have to take the sticker off. You
No,
could
you don't at
actually
all.
leave it
Yeah,
like
absolutely.
that if you wanted to, which is fabulous. So this one is shot butterfly, $12.99. You have got 50 pieces. Now that is just stunning. Like, I've been teaching in the craft club and things like that. If you've got a butterfly like this and they're stickers, you can actually cut them in half. Okay, they don't feel it, it's fine. So if you've got an image where you just want a little bit, but then that's the butterfly that you want again and you haven't got one, by cutting them in half, tuck it in further down, so you're still keeping the lovely flow of your colourway, but you've got a bit of the butterfly there and a little bit of a butterfly there. So really, when you look at these, you've got more than 50 stickers. If you were to use them like that, you've got 100 little bits of a butterfly, which is fantastic. So I love these. I know when you get these home, and again, I don't think the camera's doing them justice because they are beautiful artwork. Then we've got our dragonfly, so exactly the same thing. $12.99, shop dragonfly. And again, you've got 50 pieces and they are just lovely. When we go walking down the canal, we've got a canal near us, and you see the dragonflies. The colours of a real dragonfly is beautiful, and they're a lot bigger than you think. They're huge. They're just like mini dinosaurs flying around. They're amazing. So that one is Shop Dragonfly, again, $12.99. We need to show you this transfer paper because you're going to love it.
Come on, then.
Let's go straight over and see our lovely Mel.
Right, so we printed off. How beautiful is this?
One of the set.
The many. And all you're then going to do is peel this paper backing off. So you're left with like this rubberized sheet.
Okay. That's not what I was expecting.
And then
I thought
that
it was
goes
paper.
on to here. Well, it is transfer paper. Well, you print it, don't you? So I'm going to pop it onto, now the trick is no ironing board, okay, because it needs to be a really flat surface. So it doesn't recommend an ironing board. So I've just got a glass mat underneath a tablecloth. And then I'm going to use the heat press that we use for our sublimation. Sorry, words have gone today. And all you're going to do is press for between 10 to 15 seconds, okay? And then you're going to move on to the next bit.
So I know you're using the heat press, but can you just use a normal iron?
Use a dry iron.
A dry iron.
If you've got a steam iron, what you'll find is that where the holes are in the base of the iron, it's not a flat surface. So it needs to be a dry iron or a heat press.
So the iron that David had on earlier today, that'd be perfect for this.
I don't know.
It was our iron, the flat
dry
one. With nothing
perfect
on
for that.
it.
Yeah, absolutely. So you're going to just take your time, 10 to 15 seconds, and then move on, okay? And you can see it's already bonded to the surface.
Oh, Melly,
That's how easy it is. I mean, it couldn't be any easier, could it? Print it, peel it.
Stick it, heat it.
There you are. It's good, isn't it? But unlike your sublimation, you can work on any fabric that will take that level of heat. So anything like your denim jackets, your jeans, all sorts of different things like that, your Christmas Eve bags, your tote bags, whatever it is, you can literally put this on and it's brilliant. But you have one, if you've got a darker image, you can also do that. There should be a t-shirt there, Amanda, if you have a look.
Let me have a little look-see for you all.
Oh,
look.
It's a bag, but there is a t-shirt under there as well, I think.
So you can't do that with sublimation?
Well, you can't go on to black. You can't
That's what I mean.
dark colours, can you?
You can't go on to there. So
it bonds.
That is super cool.
Right.
I've not seen this. This is amazing. Okay, I need this in my life. Oh, Mel, look at that.
Yep. So that was one that we printed off. Diane designed it in Micro Studio, printed it off on our inkjet printer. I cut it out with the scan and cut, and then it went on to
so you can cut it with the scan and cut.
Yeah, it works brilliantly on your scan and cut. Yeah, absolutely.
Do you take the backing or anything off before you cut it, or do you just cut it like this?
Just cut it as it is, because that paper backing is what will stick to your mat.
Vinyl blade or anything?
I did the vinyl blade on half cut. Did I? No, I didn't. I just did it on a normal
Oh my
blade, I
word,
think.
everybody. Look at
So once you've gone
these.
side to side, you're then going to go top to bottom. It's really important that you get those corners bonded down. Okay, so you just work your way across like so. Right the way across.
Would this
down
still go
again.
on a sweatshirt?
Yeah, it'll go on any fabric. Doesn't need to be prepared for print because you're literally bonding it to it. It doesn't feel like heat transfer vinyl, but it doesn't feel like sublimation because sublimation is a chemical reaction that bonds to the actual fibres, whereas this is brilliant. Imagine, right, you go out for a day with the kids over the summer holidays, you take a picture and you print it off when you get home and they can put it on a t-shirt.
That's amazing.
Right?
Imagine, the hen dos that they do with the bride on the face, all of that. That's really amazing. I love the fact that you can go on the dark. That fascinates me. My head's not got round that yet.
Well, I just iron that onto black.
But why does it not do...
Because you can't you can't sublimate onto black, can you?
No.
Because your wrinkle disappearing to the garment.
Yes.
Right.
Oh, right. Okay, so this... Oh, yeah, I'm with it. All right.
You got me now.
You've got you now.
Good.
This is really exciting.
Look
I
at
need
that.
this in...
Now
Oh,
that is
Mel.
properly now bonded. Now you could go in with your Cadence products around that, and that's the beginning.
Can I have a...
Feel it. Maybe warm.
Melly.
I know. Flat as a pancake, isn't it?
Oh, wow, guys, you really need this. Can you do a dark one, Mel?
Yes, give us a minute.
Right, I'm going to go back over it. I need to recap on this because
You need to do all this lot
yeah,
yet.
yeah,
Right,
it's
go.
super exciting. So, recap on this. Shop light, shop dark. This is a must-have in your basket. Now, already in my head, already in my head, I'm thinking, okay, all of the Christmas stuff, Christmas jumpers, dogs with the hats on, everything incredible. Just amazing. So, this was launched this morning with our lovely David at 11 o'clock. Oh my goodness. Just look at this. And that's not all of it, okay? There's a bit more. There's a bit more down here on this board. Is there two boards? There's two boards down here. So there's these as well. Aren't these just beautiful? And I'm glad, bless you, I can't remember the lady's name that sat in the beer garden. Was it Carol?
No, Wendy.
Wendy, bless you.
Have one for us.
Yeah, have one for us, but have a look at this that we're bringing you today. If you've been at work all day today, you'll have missed the launch of this morning. So just look at these, and then this one as well. So every sheet, there's 10 images, 10 papers on each board that we're showing you. Oh, it's got a wobble. Okay, each one has got 10, and each one is a different image. Now this is brand new, shop winter. Okay?
Isn't it beautiful?
It is. It's vintage,
sublimation,
but timeless.
Oh, I mean, there's just so many different things you can do with it. Your rice papers, your Christmas boxes, Christmas Eve boxes.
Absolutely.
Your little journals, gifting. I mean, it's absolutely beautiful. Go in, Ethan. Get right in there, kid, and have a good look.
Yeah, show everybody what they are, because they are amazing. Yes, they're quite a vintage feel, but when you take it into Minecraft Studio, if your theme is blues, change it to the blues that are on there if you want it to. If you've gone lilacs this year, absolutely change it to the lilacs. The Father Christmases that we've brought you on this have got to be some of my absolute favourites. So we're going through everything. You have got your poinsettias, you've got your Christmas roses, you've got hot chocolates, you've got your angels, you've got your beautiful glass ornaments. They're gorgeous. Everything on here, you've got your Christmas bells, there's some carol sing, everything you can possibly think of. And of course, we've got robins in here. It wouldn't be the same without a robin. Beautiful indoor images of fireplaces over the hearth. Aren't they just lovely? Christmas trees. Everything you can possibly think of that you would want. Ribbons and bows, bells. all of those fabulous, and then there's also everything for every genre on here. We've even got you the Christmas train.
I love the florals. I think they're beautiful, but that's not it, because you're also going to get these two boards as well.
Oh,
Aren't these lovely?
Father Christmas in his sleigh.
I know.
And he's flying.
No, he's on the snow.
Oh, is he on the snow? I thought he was flying.
You're flying. Right.
Look.
Look at this.
This imagery.
Aren't they gorgeous? I love that.
The scenes.
I love there isn't a bad
presents.
one. Is there? There isn't a bad one in it.
No.
They're lovely.
Earlier on, we actually brought you as the A3 printable ones, and David said to choose the few that we could have was really hard. To narrow all these down and just give us a few of them. I've got a bauble like this and like this, and it's 3D, it's been painted on, it's beautiful.
They're gorgeous, aren't they?
They really are. Absolutely spectacular. As soon as they brought them down and showed them us, oh my word.
They are absolutely beautiful.
And they're never going to go out of fashion. They are so timeless, this particular set. Absolutely stunning. So for that one, it's shop winter. Okay.
And that counter even.
So this is in the studio winter heirloom, and they really are. They give you that feel of creating an heirloom rice paper download. And all of that that we've shown you for $24.99. That's crazy.
It's good. I
It's
like it.
absolutely phenomenal. And now throughout the day, you've seen David use it in different ways. So he's actually used the rice papers. He's popped it onto jars and bottles and bags, and you name it, he's used it. We've glittered it up. We've put foiling and everything on it as well. But now we've brought you this incredible paper. So we've got shop dark or shop light. And this, oh my goodness, you'll have a lot of fun with this.
Right.
Could you then print your this? You could do your reflections. Can you die cut it? Does it cut with the dies, the outside edge?
It's just paper. You've got your
Amazing.
You've got your metal shim, haven't you?
Yes.
Wendy Corbett says, I keep telling myself they're not just for rice papers, but cards as well. Exactly.
Yes.
Whenever I'm doing something like this, if it's for scan and cut, it's always with paper. I just print it on a 140, boxes, all sorts of stuff.
Yeah.
Then we've got, let's have a look, Karen Halbert. Oh my goodness, I have to start at the bottom because there's too many conversations that go on halfway through, isn't there? Are these the same as David had on the show at dinner time? Yes, they are, Lisa. Yeah, absolutely. I'm so tempted for the rice paper. They're stunning. Go on, Wendy, treat yourself. Normal inkjet printer. Absolutely. Just a box standard normal inkjet printer. No fancy settings. It's not a glossy paper. You literally just print it. And the instructions are really, really good. I was really impressed with them. We've just tweaked them slightly for craft, but they are absolutely brilliant. And they come in with your packet. So remember, the ones that's got number 3 on the back, they're for your dark colours. So the higher the number, the darker the colour. And then number 2 is for your light colours. So unlike sublimation, whereas if you printed something off with sublimation and tried to put it on a dark colour, you just lose it because it bonds to the actual material itself. It works with a high polyester content, heat, and the correct ink, and it creates a chemical reaction that almost creates a gas that bonds it to the fibres of that fabric. This is different. So you could then go on. So instead of doing a rice paper on a bag,
yes,
you could do this on a bag. And then go ahead and do all your other things. So you could print something like this, cut out the baubles, put them on your Christmas bag, job done. It's nice, isn't it?
You could all have your Christmas jumpers.
You could, absolutely.
They're amazing.
Right, Amanda, what else have we got on here? Now we have to have a look at these, don't we?
We do.
Now these are lovely. So we bought a little bit of sparkle, didn't we, with the fairies, and they were super, super, super cute. And then Stephanie said to me, we've got rub-ons and you're doing the show, and I'm not going to lie, my heart sank. I was like, okay, because I remember from years and years ago you bought rub-ons, right? You had to cut it in the packet because otherwise it just came off on your hands. So you cut it in the packet, took it out, peeled the backing off, put it down, got your lolly stick, tongue came out, held your breath, and you're like this for about 10 minutes, aren't you?
Yep.
Then you peel it back and you'd be like,
oh, missed a bit.
Go back in again. These are rub-ons you don't need to rub on.
Literally?
Literally. I literally put it on and I went, is that it?
Oh.
And she was like, yeah. I went, what's the rub-on bit? I don't know, that's what they're called. So you're going to get what I'm about to show you, plus 10 sheets of our printable acetate, okay? So you can create your beautiful fairy backgrounds. Maybe you've got some of the micro studio stuff we've been bringing you recently. This is going to be lovely. And then you literally place these fairies where you would like them. Laptops, phone cases, water bottles, glass jars, all of that. Look how beautiful these. I love these silhouettes. They're absolutely stunning.
They really are,
aren't
stunning.
they? They're lovely. So you're going to get 9 of the rub-ons and 10 sheets of your printable acetate. It's Shop Believe and it's $14.99. Now we have another set for you. Let's pop that on there for now. Same thing. You're going to get 10 sheets of your printable acetate. Now, I didn't know, but our printable acetate you can use on inkjet and laser.
Yes, yes, that was a surprise to me as well because it was just on the inkjet that I thought, but apparently not.
No. So, there is a smooth side to the acetate and there is a rough side. So get an alcohol marker, put it on both sides. Whichever side wipes off is the side that you're going to use for your laser, and it's the rougher side. Your inkjet, it's going to go through and on your inkjet printer, glossy photos letters? No, you don't need it for that, do you?
No.
Don't need. I get confused now with all these different papers we've got to print. Acetate just straight through your printer. It's brilliant. So smooth side inkjet, rougher side laser.
Yep.
And then with this one, you're going to get all of these stickers, and these are lovely.
There's no repeats.
Now we had a light the other day that went outside in the garden. It was brilliant. I don't know whether we've got any stock of it left or not, but these on that looked absolutely fabulous. They're gorgeous, aren't they?
Ethan's going like this.
No, none left. I don't think there would be. And it's super, super, super easy to use. Like really easy to use. It's crazy, crazy
Look
silly.
at her on the swing.
I know, she's lovely, isn't she? So a really nice bright background, just in a plain aperture card, one of these in sentiment, job done.
So how do we use it? We just literally peel the back off.
What do you want me to do first? Do you want me to do this first? Do you want me to do the dark paper?
Your shout, Sam.
Do the dark paper.
Do the dark paper.
Do the dark paper, because we're really excited about all of it
It doesn't look any different to the light paper, I'm not going to lie. It just has a 3 on the back instead of a 2. Peel it off, and you can see it's flexible. Look, it's like fabric. It's an amazing product, isn't it?
Isn't it?
Yeah, and it's silky, silky smooth.
I'm a little bit blown away by this.
Brilliant, isn't it? And you could really personalise these. So last year, we did in our festival a Santa sack, didn't we?
We did.
And our lovely Anne, who comes to some of our festivals and club, made me some for everybody in our family. Whereas this now, I can do all the little goodie bags at Christmas.
Oh.
I know. Can have all the T-shirts done. Well, they won't be doing Matthew does. Matthew walks around the middle of winter in a T-shirt. Oh, hang on, me doodle, what's it? She's gone to sleep. Go on.
What temperature do we need it on?
I have it on 180.
Press? 180.
Yep, but just whatever temperature your fabric will take. So I won't go much. I go on either a low side of cotton rather than the high side of linen.
Yep.
But I just use it with the same temperature that I use in the heat transfer vinyl, really. There's nothing complicated about it. I know it seems too good to be true, doesn't it, really?
Yeah, that's why I'm asking the questions, because at some point you're going to tell me that there's something, but there really isn't.
No, there really isn't. You literally press it down. Because Stephanie said to me, we're doing this show in an hour, just go and set it up. And I went, okay, how do I work it? She went, 2's light, 3's dark, instructions are in the packet. I thought, right, okay, let's see how good they are. Brilliant. Absolutely
Amazing.
Brilliant. Right, so heat press or a dry iron, and you're just going to press for between 10 and 15 seconds, and then you move on. It really is. It couldn't be simpler. I'm not going to lie to you. It really is. There's no skill. You don't need to get a degree or an ology or anything like that. You can
No ologies?
No ologies.
Right.
You can literally press it and move on. It's that simple. So you just press it and
Can
then
we
move
wash
on.
it then, Mel?
Yeah.
Well, I never.
Yeah, of course you can.
Well, I never. That's amazing.
I know, right?
It really is. That's properly. There's not much.
So go out and buy inexpensive T-shirts for the kids. Alice and Jack are going on holiday in 16th of July. They're going to Tenerife. Alice has never been on a plane before.
Oh wow!
So she's going to cause chaos.
That's going to be a moment.
But I've just told her mum to go and get me some inexpensive white T-shirts because they all get covered with sun cream, don't they? And they all end up yellow.
Yes.
You end up putting them in the bin when you get back.
Yep.
So I just said, go and buy me some inexpensive ones. She's going to print off her favourite images, put them on a T-shirt, job done.
But then if they want to then design their own images in Minecraft Studio, that's brilliant.
Right.
Because you can use your... Oh, here we go. It's because you can use your own imagery as well. You could take the handprints of everybody and the paw prints of the furry animals.
You could take pictures of your pets on it.
Everything.
Yeah.
Scan it into your take it into Minecraft Studio, lay it out as a design, maybe a wreath. You could do a handprint wreath with paw prints in amongst it.
Yeah, you could.
And then put that onto your T-shirt.
It's good, isn't it?
This is amazing
Napkins.
stuff. Napkins.
Christmas napkins.
Personalise them and then take them home.
Yep.
That is a bit cute.
Good, isn't it? Bride and groom.
Yeah, bride and groom.
All that. So we're going across horizontally and we're just pressing and we're making sure it's the corners that you need to make sure are pressed down thoroughly. You'll work in a better space. I've got a blinking, that's it.
Were you fastened in?
Tablecloth holding me back. Not good at that. And then you just press the other way around. That's it. It really is as simple as that. But I can't tell you, honestly, I was really impressed with this company and the quality of their product and their instructions are excellent. So make sure that you go and have a look at those. But yes, brilliant on your scan and cut. I believe it cuts on Cricut and all your other machines out there as well. But this is just a wonderful way. You could take one of your pictures, you know, take a photograph. But I think the kids... So when we went to Alton Towers the other year, it cost us a blinking fortune.
Yep.
T-shirts, you know, with the photographs of them on the rides.
Oh, yeah.
Never seen a child look as scared in my life as Alice when she decided she was going on Wicker Man and nobody was stopping her. She won't be going on it again. She came off, she was grey. I want to go home. I was like, you're not going home. It's going to be £500 this blinking day out. You're not going home. I want one of those big teddies then. Oh, honestly. And she's not that kind of child either. She just gets on with it. Does our boo. But yeah, she's...
She had a moment.
She had a moment. Yes, she did. Right, so then you take this back, and that's it. Job done. Look, on your black.
Hell. Oh, Melly.
Isn't that good?
Look at this.
So vintage. Look at that. How fabulous is that? Look at all the detail. Look how it's picking up the texture underneath of that bag that you're pressing in. No, you can't. There's no beginning or end, is there? You can't pick at it, look.
No.
It's good, that, isn't it?
Mel, that's stunning. Oh my goodness.
Good, aren't
yeah, that's just opened up masses of avenues of where you want to go with them. So if you look at these that have already been done, we've got a lovely giraffe. So then this then gives me, you know, a whole scope. Any of your dies that you've already got, you've got your outside line, your matte layer, fantastic. Any designing that you're wanting to do in Minecraft Studio, and I can't tell you how nice it feels. It feels, really does
silky.
feel beautiful.
It does feel silky, doesn't it?
It does. We've got another one. Oh, look. Look at that. Oh, that's rather lovely. Let's have that one. That's beautiful.
I've got one of these here somewhere that I can do, I think. I've got some.
This is... Oh, look.
Little bunnies. I've got zebra. That's on your light one. Got all sorts going on in here. So you literally just choose what you want, cut it out, and literally iron it on. That's it. There's nothing difficult. Let's do this giraffe. Give me a minute while I just cut this out.
Let's have a little look, another look at this. Shall we have a look at this other download that we've got, our lovely Sam? I'm just going to... It's oh, look at me, old Carol Vorderman. 3 from the top, 1 from the middle, 1 from the bottom. Let's just collect all them together. They smell nice as well, sorry. These are lovely. Don't shake your head at me. Love this. So this one is shop download. Now, if you are wanting a digital library of different backgrounds, this is the place to go for it, and there's a huge amount on here. So this is your Kit and Caboodle Background Volume 1 download. It's £30. And remember everybody, that is only the starting price. All of our lovely highlighters that are out there, whatever discount tier you are in, and you will know that, you will get that discount. If you are not a member currently, and you think, how do I get hold of this? Absolutely, you can get hold of this. And the discount at the beginning is 5%, okay? You get 5% off of all of your purchases. It isn't a sign up 5%, okay? Where you only get the 5%, you know, like you go to the till at some places and they'll say, oh, if you sign up today, you'll get 10% off your purchase today, and then you just collect points. Not with us, okay? You get that percentage all the time, and you get your points, which is phenomenal. And there's lots of other advantages of becoming a member as well. So in here, this is your digital download of our Kit and Caboodle Volume 1. You've got some beautiful backgrounds here. You've got your ditzy prints. That is stunning. That really is stunning. You've got some of the, oh, these are a bit wonderful. You've got some animal prints in here. All of this marbling. That looks like one of Mel's paint pouring. Looks like Mel's been about and she's done a bit of a paint pour on that one. Even these, I think these are going to be fantastic. You know your holographic printer sheets that you've got. I know you've all your sticker sheets that you've recently had. Print this kind of image on. The ones that have got this effect, that will look incredible on there. And we've got a bit more that looks like very opulent ones. They've got gold and things running. Look at that. That's stunning. Okay, a little bit of, let me think, Art Deco. Florals. Everybody needs a floral. And if you look, we've got really faded, really just subtle backgrounds. And then we go on to bring you tiny little ditsies. And then we go to the larger elements, okay? These are just beautiful, okay? Stronger colourways. And again, the colours that we're going through here, I think it must be the full rainbow, and they're all in colour order. They've all got a little bit of a colour family. So at the moment, I'm up to image 225, okay? So look at all this. That's amazing. Oh, I like these. That one reminds me of a golfing shirt. For those of you that have got husbands that golf, you'll know exactly what I mean. These are gorgeous. Absolutely timeless patterns on here that you will use again and again and again. Stunning. So all of that, and bear in mind that those are just small printed thumbnails. And then in Minecraft Studio, you've got that particular paper, but you've also got it in 360 other colours as well. So I can't even begin to think of doing the numbers for this, because that will be bonkers amount of printing that you can do. But then when you've got a digital library, you can print it onto everything else. So maybe you're going to use your printable acetate or the printable fabric. It might be onto vellum, that's the better word, printable vellum, and onto rice paper. You do get printable vinyl as well, can't you?
Yeah.
So all of that, when you've got a digital library that is this beautiful, and you've got all those incredible printable elements that you can actually print onto, the world's your oyster. It really is. And it just expands that creativity that you've got. And then you're making the collections, and you're being the designer of what you want to make, not what is depicted. Oh, you've got to have it like this and this. Absolutely not. You can change it and swap it all up. Even layering these on top of one another and changing the opacity in Minecraft Studio means that you can make your own rice papers as well. Oh, fabulous. Gosh. So shop download, £30 for volume number 1 of this one. Oh, I'm loving this. Are we ready? We're ready.
We'll be in a minute. Do I look?
We're nearly ready.
Do I look like I'm ready?
She's nearly ready.
I'm nearly ready. Give us a minute. Right, come on over here then. So,
look at this.
I've cut out another giraffe.
A giraffe.
A giraffe. So we're going to peel this back. This is the most difficult bit. Getting the paper back in just to separate, and it's not that difficult really. Just need a pair of tweezers and a decent eyesight, which I haven't got. Tweezers.
There we are.
So I would just get in at the bottom. The tweezers need sorting out. They're full of glue. Melanie Heaton, that's shocking. You see now I can just get in there.
Oh,
Once
yeah.
you get one, you're away. But this is going to be a lot of fun. Imagine just going out and buying regular, just box standard pyjamas and making your Christmas pyjamas.
I know, right?
Yeah.
I'm
Good,
proper
isn't it?
excited about this.
I know, it's brilliant. It really is, and it couldn't be easier. So you just peel the paper backing off, and very gently, because it's got a very thin tail. And then I'm just going to stick this, oh, it's still on, that's good. We'll just give it a press. Remember, don't work on an ironing board. You're going to work onto a hard surface, but it tells you all of this inside your instructions. So because his feet have got chopped off a bit, he's a short giraffe. I think he got snipped off when we were printing him like that. I'm going to put him right down at the bottom like that.
I know, but how lovely is that? You can be the designer of this and do a full-on multi-print, can't you?
Yep, absolutely. So that goes over the top.
This
Heat
is
press
so
or you
exciting.
dry iron, whichever you prefer. And then just press. Thank you, Ethan. Just press. That's it. Let's have a look, see if we've got any more ideas of how to stay cool.
It's cool. Have you all been emailed? Have we got any, Sam? We've got good evening. Rachel, good evening, everybody. Hello, lovelies. Oh, here we go. Lisa, Barbara. Oh, my goodness.
Are you going to share?
Just a second. We've got rice papers and things. She's Karen. Oh, my goodness. I think I will give it a try. See? Good evening. We've got our lovely Sarah Jane. Do the rub-ons come off on acetate sheet? If so, you can use those for aperture cards or shaker cards. Let me just read that again. Just a minute, Sarah.
Yes, please.
Do the rub-ons come off the acetate sheet?
Yes.
Yes, they do. So, yes, you can use them.
I'll show you now.
Yeah,
There
absolutely.
Jiff.
Oh,
Kim.
love him.
Brilliant, isn't he? Now, I think I did a thing there. I think he's the light one on the dark and the dark one on the light.
Did you?
I think so.
You transposed them onto different... Oh, right,
I think so.
I know, but I think that is still really good. Absolutely. You're coming behind me.
Yeah. Right, we'll show you how these transfers work in a minute. Let me just get set up for that. Remember with you.
Our lovely Wendy, she's looking forward to seeing everybody's creations with the rice paper. Daphne, she's got a question.
Oh, question.
Do you print on the transfer paper or add a copy of paper to it?
No, print on the transfer paper. Directly onto the transfer paper, just through your inkjet printer. That's it. No special settings, nothing like that. The one with got the 2 on the back is your lightest for your light fabrics, and the one with the 3 on the back is for your dark. Honestly, I was like that. I was like, what's the catch? What's the catch? Well, that can't be that easy. But it is. It really is. But I was like, oh, okay, that's it. Stephanie was like, yeah, it's good, isn't it? I was like, yeah, brilliant.
I'm waiting for the moment that you tell me something that's complicated.
No,
and
nothing.
I don't think it is.
There isn't
Our
anything.
lovely Daphne says she's put it on a wish list because this is amazing. Oh, Wendy says, Mel,
yes.
used a pin to scratch and split and lift the backing paper. Oh, yeah.
Good girl. Yeah, like that.
Yeah, it's a good idea.
Like that idea, thank you.
Anne is asking, is it washable, please?
Yes, absolutely.
Yep. Our lovely Aileen, my sister and niece have just got a corgi puppy each. Each? Wow.
Oh, nice.
What an idea for a Christmas present to do it with the pictures.
Right. How cool is that? So they can have the matching tote with the matching sweatshirt. It's good, isn't it?
Of all the new puppies.
Of all the
That'd
new
be
puppies.
fantastic. And I think it's a really nice way of actually making that memory, because they grow up from a puppy, hourly by hourly, they change, don't they? So to keep that new memory of them being a little tiny puppy is fantastic. Our lovely Karen Ann, hi, does the cover sheet for the iron-on transfers come with the dark and light, please?
Does the cover sheet, do you mean this? No, you need to buy this Teflon separately. If you mean the instructions, which is what I think she means, the cover sheet. Yes, it does. It comes with both packets. Absolutely, it does. Yeah, we're not going to do that to you. Just give you one. Put you on. Thank you. Right, this.
This is beautiful.
Are you ready for a rub-on that doesn't need rubbing on? Now, I'm using my Caterpillar just because it's easier to work with a blade than a, words, Melanie. Coming back, guillotine. because when you guillotine plastic, it wants to move like that. So I just use, that's the only reason I'm using my caterpillar trimmer, is just because it's got a blade that will go through that acetate. Right, I'm just going to trim this down. I'm just kind of working blind a bit here, and I've just got an aperture card that is going to go inside of like that. Okay,
Beautiful.
so that's going to be the aperture card. So I'm just going to trim a little bit more off that. And that lot I will save because I'll do something fancy with it at some point. I don't know when, but I will. Right, so let's pop that back over there. So, couldn't be easier. Right, let me get a piece of white paper. That doesn't help me, does it? Is there any paper under there, Amanda, please? Because I can't see me on my paper. No. That's it, that'll do. Right, ready? This is as easy as it gets. So the difficult one is deciding which one you want to use. I quite like that one, and I quite like her up there, but just have a look. She's very pretty. She'd be lovely there, look.
Oh,
in there.
yeah.
I like her. She's like she's hovering. Could have the vine coming over the arch. There's too many nice ones to choose from. I like her, but she doesn't kind of work with the arch. So, see, there's too many to choose from now, isn't there? This is the problem. I like her. She's nice. She'll be nice there.
Stood in the
Right,
archway.
so all I'm going to do is, now when you look at this, and it won't be easy to see on camera at all, but you've got two pieces of plastic, one on top of the other, and there's a very, very slight difference in size. So at the bottom there, if you get your tweezers or a pin under there, and you peel that off, and then you're going to burnish this down. Now you've got one shot with this, okay? So if it sticks, you're not getting it off. So you're going to hover. So I always put my fingers underneath like that, my thumbs on top, and dip it slightly in the middle. And then you're going to go onto here. This, oh, do I want it down there? I want it down here, I think. Do I?
No, you wanted her in the arch.
Oh, no, I did. So I'm going to pop her there, right? Press it down. That's as much of a rub on as it needs. And then literally whip it off like a wax strip. Like that. That's it.
That's it.
Rub-ons that don't need rubbing on. Boom.
How could they?
And then that goes inside
Oh,
there.
Mel, look at her.
Like that. Look, and there she is in your card. And you could have her further down like that if you wanted to. Just make sure you put your acetate further up. But how lovely are these? They're gorgeous, aren't they?
Just
and honestly,
stunning.
it couldn't be easier. We've got Believe in here. Look, she's just let in there like that. And then you could take some of your dragonflies and your butterflies.
Pop them on. Would you?
Pop
Have
them
you
on.
got some
I
there?
haven't
or
got
do you-
anything.
Right.
Oh yeah,
What-
I have. No, I have. I
Have you
have.
got
I have.
some?
I have. Right, let's find the piece that went in here, and then we can decorate this up. Look, I did loads of them. They're fabulous, aren't they? I really enjoy doing this. And it's something that probably wouldn't even cross my mind normally, but I really, really enjoyed doing this. Get your DIY Doctor tape, because it's tissue tape, so it's perfect. Look at her in there, look.
Oh, she's stunning.
They're
isn't
lovely,
she?
aren't they? Right, now
Absolutely
then, I had one for
gorgeous.
each one of these apertures, and I've no idea where they are now. See, this is this is when me and Stephanie are very similar, because we end up with all this stuff and we can't find it. Oh,
That one, maybe?
no, I don't think that one went in there, did it?
That was the one you foiled on, look.
It was the one I foiled on, look. Yeah, it was. You can foil on top of them. Look at that. How fabulous is that? So, let's do that one then. Let's take this. So this is with your hot foil pen. So you can do that. And just a note on foil, tomorrow it's advertised on the shows as Scan and Cut Christmas stencils. I've changed it. I know, I'm sorry, but they're not quite ready and they're not quite right. So when we design stencils, we go backwards and forwards a few times with the graphic designers to make sure that everything is perfect for you. And I tried it, and they weren't cutting quite right, because there's certain tolerances that you need with your Scan and Cut. So what we've done is we've gone away to our graphic team and said, right, this needs sorting out, and we're bringing them next Tuesday. Plus it gives us time to get some nice samples done as well. So tomorrow we're going to use the chrysanthemum flower of the month. So if you bought that on Saturday, and a lot of you did, you will have the opportunity now to be able to see different things. And we're going to make cards from start to finish. So we're going to do the card base, we're going to do some piercing, we're going to do some vinyl work, we're going to do some embossing, all of the above. So it's going to be a really lovely day tomorrow. And we've got a new, well, she's new but she's not new.
Sam,
What happened not here? New. Our lovely Lily.
We've got Lily. We have got Lily.
Now then, I've got to get this off here, Amanda. This is not easy with daft telenails, is it? What have you got? What's that? What have you done? Have you pressed something?
I've no idea. It just all went odd.
It went odd?
It went odd. Our lovely Sharon.
Look at that.
Another hack for everybody.
Oh, yes, please.
Wet towel.
Yep.
Wet tea towel.
Yep.
Freeze it flat and then place it just at the back of your shoulders.
Oh, nice.
Brilliant.
Nice. I like that.
It's lovely again. Hi, does the... Oh, we've done that one. Oh, we've got another question. Can we ask, what is the brown paper called, please, so she can search for it on the website?
It's a Teflon sheet. You just need a basic Teflon sheet. Do you know what? Have we got some in stock, Sam? Sam will have a look for you now. She's on it.
On it straight away.
Like a car bonnet.
Our lovely Daphne.
Oh, no, we're not talking about cars today, are we, Sam?
No. We're not talking about cars today.
Sam came into me and I went, what on earth's the matter? She went, I need a new partner. I was like, well, what's the matter? She went, he's written the car off.
What?
It's okay.
It's all right. That was my first question.
The car's in the place.
I was waiting for that. When you said that, then I thought the next line's going to be, and Dave needs to be replaced. Yeah.
Was it his fault, Sam?
It's done a thing.
Oh, right, okay. Well, it's not, you can't
No,
say
but they're
that
trying
then.
to say it. You know what they're like. You know what it's like, don't you?
Absolutely.
Dash cam all the way.
Yes, please.
Right. See, now then look.
Our lovely Daphne says, I keep all the curtains closed, the aircon on, and
Yep.
all the fans too. It's lovely and comfortable in here.
It's nice in Stephanie's house because the walls are so thick. She lives in a Grade 2 listed building and the walls are really thick, so it doesn't get warm at all. It's lovely. Whereas when I went home, good grief. So we sleep underneath the eaves. So the house that we live in is the house that I grew up in. And before my mum and dad moved in, the people who had it before converted the attic into bedrooms. But flipping heck, it's hot. Literally.
Well, we know it's like
No
when you go
words.
up into your loft anyway.
Right,
If you need
well,
a bit of
imagine
something,
sleeping under there.
you have to sleep in it.
Yeah.
Goodness me.
I used to sleep on the floor when I was a kid. It was so hot.
Daphne says, oh, it'll be lovely seeing Lily back.
I know, right? Oh, Lily.
Brilliant.
Very exciting. Very exciting. She's
there.
she's excited to be back, I think.
I think she is. Our lovely
So that comes
Amanda.
off. Could use that now then. Alcohol ink on that gives you another butterfly. So don't throw those away.
Absolutely
And
not.
these are super, super simple. So I'm just literally peeling them off, placing them on here, and then I'm just going to tuck the little bits underneath. So it just goes with that aperture like that. Or, as Amanda said before, you could leave it on that plastic sheeting. But they're just fabulous. I mean, look how pretty that is. You know, a
That
little
is really
sentiment at the
pretty.
bottom. That's it, isn't it? That's all you need. But these rub-ons that don't need rubbing on are absolutely brilliant. And we also have these stickers that are on a roll that I don't think we've even looked at. So these are really, really lovely. You can just take these off, just peel them off. That one's been cut through at some point. And then we can just pop them. So Amanda and I had these glass jars on earlier on. And you can get away with it if you don't get it down straight first time. And then you're just going to lift this up slightly and just burnish it down. Now, if you're going round a curve, what I would suggest is that you just cut into it here and there. So literally just snip a little bit, let it sit flat, and then go in and do the next bit and the next bit and the next bit. And then I will probably do a little snip just there. And then they will just sit flat. Now those outside with a little tea light in, all your stickers are going to be on the outside. You could decorate them all the way around. They're lovely, aren't they?
Put
And I think
candles inside it.
these were on the show. Were they 12 for $10.99 earlier on?
It was silly.
something
What it was
ridiculous.
really, it was
silly.
fantastic
Check them out
value.
online. But I mean, that's just lovely, isn't it? Just literally fill them round. Gorgeous, aren't they? I thought about desserts. So trifle in this would be fabulous, wouldn't it? Knickerbocker Glory. Remember those when you were a kid? Knickerbocker Glory. What are you laughing at?
You having a
Well, David wanted it as a cocktail glass.
Yeah, as a trifle. My word, that's Ethan's trifle, size of trifle, isn't it, Duck? That's what you'd have.
That's what you have, though, isn't it?
In fact, at Christmas, Uncle Richard, bless him, when we go, they take out their bits of trifle and they just put the trifle dish in front of Ethan like that with a big spoon. They don't bother decanting any out. They just give him the dish. They are.
I love trifle.
Yeah, I love a trifle.
Love a trifle.
He loves a trifle. He's got to think about trifle. Oh. Yeah, tiramisu.
Yeah, I'm
loves
not a
a
coffee
tiramisu.
person. I'm not a coffee. I don't mind a nog cup now and again, but I'm not a coffee person.
Oh dear, listen
Go
to
on.
this.
Go on, listen.
Amanda, I feel for you, my darling. My house today was 50 plus degrees. As both hubby and I were working from home, computers running, the decorators had lights on as they were painting the hall and the kitchen, the heat lamps, the UV strip lights, and all for the shell babies and everything like that.
Oh,
My
bless you.
word.
Oh, I'm not thinking about that.
Yeah, I'm having a minute.
I'm having a minute.
Goodness me, you need a couple of beers.
So I have a thing. Diane
think.
Diane messaged me the other night and said I found this, and it's like this collar that you put round, that you put in the freezer, like a plastic ring that you put in the freezer.
Like
and it's
a
supposed
fan?
to keep you nice and cool. No.
So it doesn't blow at you at all?
It just sits around your neck. You put it in the freezer and it's nice and cool. But I don't know if anything's going to help with hot flushes.
We can give it a go.
I'll give everything a go. Right, time's up.
Time's up, and the PTFE heat sheet is on the website, smiley face.
There you are. That's from our Sam.
And then it says, time's up, sad face. So she's put them on for us. Oh, bless her. Yes, time is up. Thank you, guys, for joining us. Absolutely. Please stay hydrated. Drink sensibly. Yeah?
Don't spill it.
Don't spill it. That's all it is. Just don't spill it. Yeah, have a lovely evening tonight. Hopefully, with the windows open and everything else, we might all get a reasonable night's sleep. And we'll all be back here for you tomorrow morning at 8 a.m. So take care for now. Remember to check out your baskets. Love lots.
One more thing before we go. Don't put the rub-ons on card. It's only for acetate. Okay, bye.
Bye.